In this segment of the video, we will further configure and set up dynamic remarketing for Google Ads. Why do we need to collect dynamic remarketing data in the first place? It's not simply about having your ads chase the user. If you don't know already, dynamic remarketing is essentially a specific type of online advertising where an individual has previously viewed one of our product pages, right? Then they leave our site, but we can follow them with that same exact product page. This is the first feature of dynamic remarketing. The second is to give performance grader access to your database so it can analyze what is happening with the products on the website, such as sales and inventory. I highly recommend doing this unless you are selling some prohibited products from the perspective of dynamic remarketing. So, what do we need to set up dynamic remarketing? For this, we go back to our Google Ads account, go to Tools, then to the library, select Audience Manager, and then go to your data section. This is a necessary step-by-step process to ensure everything is set up correctly. Here we will have a block with various settings in this particular section. What do we do? Find the Google Ads tag, click here, select to collect data on people, and display personalized ads to provide more details and ensure better targeting for your advertising campaigns. Be sure to definitely select retail. After all, we are indeed an online store. This thing is needed only for California, Colorado, and accordingly, these states in America. You can set it. Here, the checkbox will not be active. Click Save and Continue. Select Choose Tag Manager. Here we will have the conversion ID. What needs to be done to set up dynamic remarketing? It's not a complicated process. We go back to Google Tag Manager, click New. Select the tag, select Google Ads, select Google Ads Remarketing. Insert our conversion ID from the previous step. We no longer need the label. We can simply choose the following settings. We can select dynamic settings to automatically pull everything from our data layer, or set it manually in the manual. I will show you how to do this dynamically. We select Events. Events. We can use our pre-made ones. Here is such a variable event. Next, event value. To understand where to get our value from, we just need to take our data loyal, look at this final piece of code, and in purchase. For example, in the same view item, we had item list. Here's view item, where we have the e-commerce value, right? View item list, e-commerce value. There are no additional parameters between them, right? You know. So, what can we basically speaking do? Select event value, e-commerce value. Event items are variables that specifically pertain to the collection of various parameters, such as Google Business Vertical along with product IDs and other related information, including different types of data. So, we need the product ID and business vertical. Fortunately, Thomas Geiger's GTM for WordPress has created a complete set of data for us, so all we need to do is select e-commerce items. And now we will check this entire data set. Moving on. Be sure to go down to the Advanced Settings menu. Make sure to choose whether we need the consent mode option or not. Ukraine or the US are not included in this block. Consent mode is not needed, except for those states we mentioned in the previous step when we created this code. I am making a universal video, telling a universal story. We choose triggers. Triggers can be selected in different ways here. You can choose all these events. If you go here and look at them, there is a very large set of different data. If you send all of them to Google, it's not a problem. It basically requires you to have a set of 5 mandatory events. These include view item, which is viewing a product page, and view item list, which is viewing a listing. This is add to cart, view, search, results, and purchase. A total of 5 events. So, if you are worried about whether everything is being transmitted correctly, click the plus sign, select Trigger Configuration, Custom Label. Tap here, select. Why isn't it automatically showing up here? We want View Item, right? Then here we don't need the entire select item. Add to Cart works for us. Remove from Cart is not needed. View Cart Art works for us, but Remove from Cart is not needed. Not needed, begin checkout not needed as it is redundant and unnecessary. This is not necessary and should be removed to streamline the process and improve efficiency. Also here, view item, purchase. We also need view item list. For this, we need view item search result and view item list. For listing, we can use the traffic to our website, some section of the catalog. Let's say I want to go to unisex, which is a popular place. I go here, find the event in view item list, copy it from here, paste it, then another vertical slash, and I would also like search result, which is very useful and convenient, and easy to use. At this moment, I am going to write a sequence of random, nonsensical words and phrases, which I will definitely have view search result here. No, it didn't reopen. So again, purchase quickly. So we got a bit of a preview. Use the search result. Now we will save all this and then add more. So we will now add to the events because I got logged out of the site, but in any case. Or you can perhaps simply continue with exactly the same set of events that was used for our e-commerce friend. That's it. Next, what do? We save all this setup and name it remarketing. Now we will check everything because it is important for us that everything is transmitted correctly, and we will also adjust the events. So we have a comprehensive catalog, we have a detailed product card, we have an add to cart feature, and we have some search results available. We also have a mandatory purchase that we are doing now. This is an essential step in the process. Go to registration, go through all the payment steps. I've read everything, confirm, and now we will check the entire set of events that we have. Make sure to follow each step carefully. First, we click on Summary for the final results. This will give us a comprehensive overview of everything. We see that our remarketing has triggered 14 times. We see that it triggered 5 times on the view item list. Here. We will now correct these events. Which ones are fundamentally important to us? View item list so that we can transmit this set of data that is available here. Here, a lot of various data will be shown. We have an ID in these parameters, and we have Google Business Vertical. This is what is important to us. Next, we definitely need to ensure that the view item is definitely being transmitted. If we go in, we have the ID here, and we have the Google Business Vertical here. This will all work for Google Ads remarketing. We also need to check that the add to cart is also being transmitted. It's the same story. We have a lot of items transmitted in add to cart here. The same should be for the companion. What do we have here? Purchase. We had one purchase, and of course, we will double check everything and fix all the events. So, what are we going to do now? We will create beautiful events specifically for dynamic remarketing. Let's open it. We need to edit what we have done to save our custom events. We have view item, add to cart, purchase, view item list, and we still need view search result. This list has view search result and checkout left. By the way, the search result likely didn't do anything significantly or noticeably impactful, but the site search did everything for us efficiently and effectively. This plugin made it so that the view search result is again a vertical slash, which is quite useful. We only have the purchase left to complete successfully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all the events listed, accounted for, and attended to. We can call it that, and it is quite satisfactory and fulfilling. Events happening. Adding to the events list. Remarketing strategies in place. Save more efficiently. All right, we are closing now. Select it again just to be absolutely sure, just in case. Save and reload again. The only thing that I would actually recommend you to do is to fix this little thing here, just a bit. Here in the saved items, in one store page, just in case, so that we have much fewer of these view item listings and others recorded. For example, various different items and other related things. We don't know ourselves. For now, it's better to transmit fewer details rather than more. So, let's do this for now. Let's click Preview again. Let's go ahead and select a product card once again. Then, we should switch to our preview mode to see how it looks. This will help us ensure everything is in order. Please add the item to the card again. Here is another search result for you to review. We can always go back if needed. So let's take a look at the catalog. Finally, make sure to check the cart. Check the checkout. Go to registration. All right, got it. Let's check everything again. Summary. What exactly is in the summary here? What exactly do we have in the summary here? Something didn't apply here. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you. You needed to check the box for use rejects matching here. That's what happens when I've been recording videos for a long time. Let's go through the preview one more time. This time, let's make sure to do it a bit faster and more efficiently. You can add items to your cart, browse through the detailed catalog, view comprehensive search results, manage your cart items, and smoothly proceed to the checkout process. All right, got it. Let's go here and take a look. We have our remarketing. Oh, see, it has already worked much less. We not only have add to cart here for some reason, but we will now check add to cart ourselves to see what's going on with add to cart. Sometimes there are such nuances. Add to cart didn't work for some reason. For this, we will go to our events. Add to cart appears to be set correctly with all the necessary additional details and information. Let's play it safe then. Add to cart. Let's remove it from here and make a duplicate, but only for add to cart. To do this, open the tag and click copy. This is all correct. There can be different situations. Here, we definitely set add to cart. Here, we definitely remove this tag and create a completely new one. However, you will gradually learn to edit and modify everything you need to a very high standard, ensuring that you do it very well. We save the cart, and just in case, I will reload this page now to ensure everything is up to date. The Google interface itself might be glitching or experiencing some temporary issues, so we click Preview to double check. Okay, let's look at the summary to confirm everything. It worked once, and it should work again. Wonderful. We definitely don't need this detailed listing down there. People might have looked at it, might not have. We definitely need to check this detailed map. This detailed map has worked for us. The only nuance is that, in fact, we actually have a lot of a variety of everything here, indeed, as well. Why is it, for instance, approximately 40.10, 40.44, and approximately 40.23? Let's take a closer look at this topic right now and explore it in more detail to understand it better. So we will definitely have some kind of failure if we don't absolutely log out from our admin panel in our system. Don't ask why it is like that. Google works, but it works that way for them. So it's not actually a problem with WordPress itself. It's a problem with Google. All right, let's connect. And now let's see what we have here. Adding to cart, listing the items, performing a search. Yes, now checking out the items in the cart. Let's take a closer look at the final details. All right, let's go here. View item. Got it. It worked for us. Everything is great. Item we looked at. View item list. We selected it once. Here this card worked for us. Super. This map still has a bunch of events going through. Well, friends, I checked the analytics. Everything is being sent correctly. It's just that in Tag Manager, for some reason, we have this situation where I want to give you a simpler manual. A lot of products are being sold, so we will do it a little differently. Items for our whole story. For this, we will carry out some essential necessary modifications in this card. Sometimes we have a story like this, new variable, which involves so lawyer. We will take the card. Content. Maybe it's just probably a glitch. Even Google is honestly tired of me because I already logged out of OpenCard, but it still really keeps doing the same thing. Well, anyway, so let's do the same with the amount. Value, because you see, here value is actually calculated correctly, but for some reason, it pushes 4 positions here. In any case, I will do it manually, and you will have a manual on how to fix all this manually. Check the same thing if your total value here is different. We have a total of 855 here, which corresponds exactly to the total of the item I added previously. Make sure to verify this value carefully. Then you don't need to just simply change the value. If it doesn't match, then take the card content and also the total. That's it. And this task will be resolved. Then, with the same focus, we will definitely check the tags for view item with you. There is definitely one item here. Great. If you want, you can also pass the view item lists. I set up the view item lists to trigger once. View item again the same. We will probably do the view item list separately because I see it is not working here. So let's make sure everything looks good and works perfectly. Copy. View item list. Here, it must be view item list. It is absolutely and without any doubt mandatory to fix once prevent. Here, we will definitely, absolutely, most certainly, and certainly choose view item list. In this story, we will remove the view item list. That's all, we will remove the item list. Got it. Trying again. Google doesn't want to work with me right now today. No worries, we'll make it work. So, I actually need the name. Here it is. I wrote it in German, at all. Adds the item to the cart again. So, we have the catalog. Search history. Now we are checking. So, let's see. We have a view item. Remarketing worked. There is one position in the view item list. The one we received worked. Add to cart worked. One item, 855. Excellent. So, next was the product listing, right? Somewhere on the page, we also had the critical site search event hidden, which was quite an unexpected discovery. The site search worked as well. Here, we just don't have the data being transmitted. We will fix the site search now. We need to go through the cart content here. You see, sometimes you have to make a few more adjustments in order to ensure everything is just right. So, what do I have here? Event view search result. If you need a container exactly like this one, please let me know, and I will definitely send it to you without any delay. So, search result. Yes, we definitely need the event view search result. Correct. We have saved all of this. The only thing we need to do is take items or value in a completely different way. We will now check which variables have been transmitted. We don't have it. Value isn't required to be transmitted, but we'll find how to transmit it. So we simply take the new variables. Just remove the value from here. And then you click the plus sign. To create a new variable, define it with the name cart content. This variable will store the cart's contents. So we definitely want to take this from here. Absolutely, without a doubt. So when we talk about totals, we are referring to the sum of all the individual amounts. Totals represent the overall quantity or the final count of everything combined. And we are doing the same now for items.newVariable. It seems we already had it. The cart's content includes all items you have chosen to buy with details such as quantities and prices. Initially, it was already a variable, which we can refer to as card content items. The term card content items is already in existence, which is fantastic, wonderful, and excellent. Now, let's save our progress. Next, we will preview the Add to Cart feature as well as the catalog and search results once again. As you can observe, this is one of the relatively longer stages in the process, requiring careful attention and thorough review to ensure everything functions correctly. But all of this definitely needs to be checked to ensure that everything is working as it should. Let's go here, summary. So we have one search result, view item list 5 times, that's for sure. Add to cart was once. Remarketing definitely worked 6 times. We will indeed fix it now because we don't need that many events there anymore. Tax and purchase. I hope we have purchase. Got it. Here's one item, event value. We have one item here, but we need several items to be transmitted. E-commerce items we have. We have e-commerce items here. For some reason, there is only one item. Let's just check what Ivan has. We bought one item in a quantity of 4. I apologize, everything is correct. We have 4 units, just one item, so everything worked correctly. The only thing is the remarketing that we need to fix. We don't have this card yet. Also, we need to remove the view search result. It will be item and purchase. So we have 5 events here: view item, purchase, add to cart, view item list, and view search result. Everything is great. Just to be sure, you can check this whole setup to see if it works or not. But in fact, we have dynamic remarketing set up now. So in Google Ads, we now have the final setup where we are collecting data. You see, the lists are already created and they will be loaded automatically. All this information is now being compiled. You see, it is already there. I am not sure if any information will initially show up here in the data sources. It's not there yet, but remarketing will already start to be recorded. So we have that. Fourth, analytics. We have a configured purchase tag conversion. We also have separate dynamic remarketing. We have only one very important task left, which is to link Google Ads with Merchant Center. We also need to connect Google Analytics with Google Ads so that all services are also linked. But I think this will definitely be included in the video, which will be specifically dedicated to setting up Performance Max itself and also just to double check. But we will finish this again right now. What exactly do we need to successfully link the Google Merchant Center? You need to go to Data Manager in Merchant Center and Google Ads. Here, it is essentially essential if we have a connection here, if a request is made, and the wrong Merchant Center is linked, we need to absolutely unlink it, click the plus sign, and select the correct one appropriately. We have this amazing perfume, this submit. We will not be running the advertising campaign anymore. We go back to the Data Manager once again to meticulously verify the correctness of the Merchant Center, ensuring that this domain is absolutely correct. Then we return to our Merchant Center. You might have the correct source in another advertising campaign. I am going back to my diagnostics again. It says here that the Google Ads account is not yet connected, so I am looking for my linked accounts. I find Google Ads here, and I see that it matches the number 0954 with what I have here. Therefore, this error will soon disappear. I also see in the diagnostics that the products have started loading and they are being checked. Now I need to connect analytics with Google Ads. Why do I need to do this? So that all services are interconnected. I click and go to the admin section. I go here to the link to Google Ads. Here I definitely select Google Ads. It's the only one I have. If you don't have Google Ads, make sure that your email is included in the administrative accesses in the Merchant Center, Google Ads, and Analytics. That's all. Next, I confirm all of this thoroughly and carefully. After that, leave, enable, leave. You can leave it as it is for the send process. Then if needed, it can be redone without any issues or complications. So one more setting we need to configure for conversions is to go to conversions, then settings. And since we set up all conversions through Google Tag Manager, select Google Tag Manager here and save. So we have a goal and it is set up. Great. Do we have dynamic remarketing? Yes, it is set up. Is the Merchant Center linked to Google Ads? Yes, it is linked. Is Google Analytics linked to Google Ads? Yes, we have a connection. Everything is great. It's basically fundamental. We just need to wait for the Merchant Center review to be completed before creating ad campaigns. This will be covered in the next video segment.